I'm gonna be totally honest right here. This technically is the correct title to the video. This was shown on Super Bowl Sunday on the channel for the Super Bowl. It was just shown during the pregame. Someone who may have turned this TV on really early for the Super Bowl probably saw this commercial. Now, I made 2 ads for this jeweler. I made one 2 years ago and I made one a year ago. And I would actually like to show the one that was made last year as opposed to the year before, just because the up in quality. But yeah, this one's kind of cool. Here you go.
Hold on, honey. Some days gonna be one day soon.
So really, it's nothing like super complex. It was just a story being told, right? We wanted to tell this story of a couple getting engaged and just kind of just push engagement rings, beautiful engagement rings. And meanwhile, they give us these earrings that were $10,000 and just told us, hey, don't lose them. So this video starts off on Mount Hood with a drone shot. This is about an hour away from my house. It's all covered in snow. We wanted that winter feel, and I shot it on the DJI Mavic Pro 2. I believe I used a little bit of ND filters, the Tiffin ND filters. So our main idea was to find a location that was secluded and covered in snow. And we were actually able to find a spot around this corner over by a ski area that was not yet opened, and we were able to jump into this small forested area. All of their scene in the snow was probably shot within a 20 by 20 area in the snow, just with some trees in the background, and we figured, hey, this will work. So even their walking shots, they were only walking a few feet just to get that parallax with the trees behind.
I don't know where I'm gonna like walk into you.
No, that's so good.
To shoot that part, I used the DJI Ronin S, and that is something obviously I still have here today. This was one of the first things that I shot with the A7S Mark III, using S-Log3, of course, to be able to get the most out of the colors that I possibly can. It's funny that a Super Bowl commercial can be shot on something as small as this. This lens was used a couple times. This is the 55-1.8 Sony Zeiss lens. It's actually the first lens I ever got for my original A7S, but primarily I was using the Sony 16-35, which I no longer have. If you're curious what I replaced that 16-35 with, what is this? What lens is this? This is my Sigma. Got it. It's actually the Sigma 24-70. It's what this is on right now, my Sony FX3, and I'm a huge fan of this lens, highly recommend it. And then this other scene got pretty interesting. Originally, this was supposed to be shot as just a Christmas ad, and then he proposes in front of a tree that's all lit up. That was shot so early in the fall that there was so much color in the trees.
I like how you can see the seasons.
So thankful for all the beautiful colors we get in the Pacific Northwest in the fall, but when you're trying to shoot fall for winter, it's a little tough. So that's seriously it for gear. Maybe a reflector here and there, but that was it for all my gear that I used on this shoot. If you're looking to make something, you can make it with what you have. You can make something phenomenal that a bunch of people see just with the gear that you have. You don't need to have a huge set. Now, connections are a big thing. People who can actually project this in certain places can get it there, but you have the tools now. I know you're gonna keep on looking for things to buy, but this was shot with this. Like, this just kind of hangs out in my room all the time. We didn't rent an Alexa or anything like that. And like, I've got my Ronin S over here. It was enough in the time, and it still works right now. I just shot a video with it the other day. And of course the Mavic 2 Pro, and there's a Mavic 3 out right now. So there are things that you can be doing right now that are big time if you keep putting in the work. So if that's encouraging at all, cool. If it's not, sorry you wasted your time on this video, but I hope you enjoyed it anyway. I'm just saying, like, you don't need that much to really make a cool video. Maybe you didn't even think that was cool. That's fine.